The Queens of Lincoln High. Lincoln High was one of those schools where everybody knew their place. It wasn't written on the walls or taught by teachers, but students had already divided themselves into groups. And once you entered, you had to find where you belonged, or else you'd be lost. At the very top were the Glitters. They were the prettiest, richest, and most popular girls in school. Stacy was their leader. Tall, light-skinned, with long braids that always smelled of expensive perfume. She never repeated clothes and always had the newest phone. Behind her were Diana and Mimi, her loyal best friends. The Glitters ruled the cafeteria, the hallways, and even the teachers somehow respected them more. Then came the Smarts. This group was filled with girls who were always answering questions in class, always carrying big textbooks, and always trying to sit in front. Their leader was Sandra, the head girl. People respected her, but not everyone liked her. Some said she was too strict, too proud, or too boring. But one thing nobody could deny was that she was the best student in Lincoln High. The third group was the Rebels. They didn't care about rules, and they didn't care about anyone. They were the loud girls, the ones who could fight boys, skip classes, and still walk around without fear. Amaka, their leader, was small in size but sharp with her mouth. If you tried her, you'd regret it. The Rebels were feared, not loved. Then there was the Invisibles, the quiet girls nobody noticed. They weren't rich, they weren't brilliant, and they weren't loud. They were just there. People didn't bother bullying them because it was like they didn't exist. But what everyone didn't know was that the Invisibles were watching everything. They knew secrets. And secrets could shake a school. Bella was part of the Invisibles. She was a 16-year-old girl in SS2, with black wavy hair always tied in a ponytail. She liked reading novels and drawing in her notebook. Nobody ever noticed her except Valentina, her best friend. They sat together at the back of the class every day, shared snacks, and whispered about everybody else's drama. One hot Tuesday afternoon, while the class was noisy, Valentina leaned close to Bella and whispered, "Guess what I heard?" Bella looked up from her drawing. "What?" Valentina's eyes sparkled with gossip. "Stacy has been lying to everyone. Her father is not rich again. They say his company is going down, and she's just pretending." Bella's eyes widened. "Are you serious?" Valentina nodded. "I heard it from my cousin who works in her father's office. She said even their house is on mortgage. Imagine, the Queen of Lincoln High may soon fall." Bella gasped. If that was true, then Stacy's whole image could collapse. The Glitters survived only because of money and influence. Without it, they were just normal girls. The next day, during break, the cafeteria was full. Stacy entered with Diana and Mimi, laughing loudly as usual. Everybody stared at them, admiring their designer bags and perfect hair. But Bella and Valentina couldn't stop thinking about the secret. Valentina whispered, "We should tell someone. This gist is too hot to keep." Bella shook her head. "If we say it, people will know it came from us. And you know what the Glitters can do? They will destroy us." But Valentina smirked. "Who says we have to say it directly?" By Friday, rumors started spreading like wildfire. Some said Stacy's father was in debt. Others said their house had been seized. By the time it reached the Rebels, Amaka added her own spice. "I heard Stacy's bag is fake. If she's been buying from Yaba Market." The whole school buzzed with gossip. For the first time, Stacy walked into the cafeteria and people whispered instead of admiring. Diana and Mimi tried to defend her, but it was clear, the Glitters were shaking. In class, Sandra from the Smarts stood up and said something nobody expected. "All this gossip is childish. Why are we laughing at someone's family problem? Stacy is still a student like us. We should mind our books, not her father's business." Some clapped for Sandra, but others hissed. Amaka shouted from the back, "A beg shift. You just day jealous because Stacy fine pass you." Laughter filled the class, but Bella noticed Stacy's face. For the first time, she didn't look proud. She looked broken. That evening, Valentina was excited. Did you see how everybody laughed at Stacy today? She's finished. But Bella felt uneasy. I don't know. Maybe it's not fair. We don't even know if it's true. And now the whole school is against her. Valentina rolled her eyes. Bella, this is high school. If you don't bring others down, they'll bring you down. Bella stayed quiet, but her heart felt heavy. The next week everything exploded. Diana and Mimi stopped following Stacy. They said she was dragging their image down. Without her two loyal friends, Stacy was alone. Amaka and the rebels teased her non-stop. Even the smarts avoided her. One afternoon, Bella went to the library and found Stacy sitting alone, crying. Bella froze. She could walk away, but something pushed her forward. Are you okay? Bella asked softly. Stacy looked up, shocked. Why do you care? You never even talked to me. Bella sat down slowly. Because I know what it feels like to be invisible. Nobody cares. And it hurts. For a moment, Stacy stared at her. Then, surprisingly, she whispered, the rumors are true. My dad lost everything. We may even move out of this area soon. And now, I have no friends. Bella's chest tightened. She thought about Valentina, about the Invisibles, about how gossip had started everything. And she felt guilty. The next day, Bella did something brave. In class, when Amaka mocked Stacy again, Bella stood up. Leave her alone. Not everything in life is about money or popularity. Today it's Stacy, tomorrow it could be you. What if your own family problem comes out? Should we laugh at you too? The class went silent. Amaka looked shocked. Nobody ever talked back to her. Even Sandra nodded approvingly. From that day, things began to change. People didn't fear the Glitters anymore because they had fallen. The rebels lost some respect because Bella had challenged them. And for the first time, the Invisibles were noticed. In the end, Lincoln High wasn't the same again. Groups still existed, but everyone had learned one thing. Secrets could destroy, and even the most invisible person could shake the whole school. And Bella. She realized she didn't need to be part of the Glitters, the Smarts, or the Rebels. She just needed to be herself, and that was powerful enough.